What is up, everybody? I am back with another episode. This is part 5 to What If Deku Was Trained by Black Ops. So, last time where we left off, the Hero Killer arc just ended. Deku was a beast. And then someone asked in the comments if Eri is living with Deku. I am gonna say yes. In the dorms with him, and like everybody helps looks after her. She sees Mina as like her mom and Deku as like her dad. Yeah. So that's the answer to that question. And so we are now on the final exam arc. And so, as you know, Class 1B, big hand girl, what's her name? Kendo. Kendo comes up to them during lunch being like, oh, I heard that we're going to be fighting robots from some of my friends who are upperclassmen. And Class 1A is just like, oh, yeah, that's going to be easy. We did that during the entrance exam. And then Monoma, who is just being Monoma, comes out of nowhere, starts talking BS. Deku finally has enough of his BS and legit stands up to Monoma and just be like, say one more word and I will make you disappear like you never even existed. And Monoma is just like, oh, look at that. A big guy trying to talk big. I can copy your quirk, fool. I've gotten mastery over it now. Deku's just like, oh, really now? And Mona was just like, yeah, bro. What you gonna do about it? And in the most nonchalant way, Deku's just like, this. And immediately just punches Monoma straight in the gut as hard as he can, making Monoma throw up his fucking lunch, breakfast, in his entire... Basically, this Monoma just got messed up real hard. Like he just ate some laxatives. But that goes for that segment. And then Aizawa is just like, I know some of you have heard that you're gonna be fighting robots for your final exam. Yeah, no, you're fighting teachers. You're fighting us. And we're not holding back because you guys are a strong class because of Deku. Everybody looks at Deku just like, thanks a lot, man. Deku's just like, hey, man, at least I got you guys stronger and smarter. So, can't really be that mad. They're just like, yeah, you work. And so, I'm gonna say everybody gets a pretty good score. Nobody gets to do that BS during the next arc. We'll get to that when we get to that. But yeah, let's go over to the training site. Everybody gets their pairs. Deku's paired up with Bakugo. And Bakugo is being Bakugo, like in the original, but not that much to Deku, because he knows that Deku will legit fold this man. So, he asks Deku, alright, what's the plan? And Deku's just like, I don't know, fight him? You fight him head on, I'll cover you with sniper fire, I guess. Oh, yeah, speaking of that, someone said, what his hero name should be. It was Snipe, but there's already a hero named Snipe. But I'm gonna say, because I actually like Snipe, I'm gonna say his name, Deku's hero name, is gonna be either Sniper Ghost or SG. That's not a short version of Sniper Ghost, but just legit just SG. But yeah. So everybody's fights go to canon except for Bakugo and Deku versus All Might. They basically do what they said that they were gonna do. Bakugo fights head up, Deku stays back from a distance, shoots, but then Bakugo makes a mistake, gets kneed like as hard as you can possibly get kneed into the stomach and goes flying up into the air, and Deku's just like, God damn it, I don't think I can catch him. And like Deku actually cares about Bakugo because like they've been friends, well, rivals for a long time. So he tries to go as fast as he can, and he awakens a new ability that he didn't know he could do. And I'm taking this from Infamous Son. Well, Infamous Second Son. I think that's the game's called. Where like the main character can split himself into little balls of ash, fire, whatever he could do. So Deku basically does that, but like with shadow and lightning, going as fast as he can to catch Bakugo, and he does, and then he goes even farther, all the way to the entrance, and just like that, Hero Team wins. Yeah, and then everybody else's fights go to canon, like I said. And now time for the forest training arc. And in this, I'm gonna say, they're not after anybody. They're just like the villains, the Vanguard Action Squad isn't really after anybody. They were just sent there to find Deku. Well, yeah, they're after Deku because like he took down Stain somehow, and they want to know why and how. And also, Deku has publicly made it known that he is the successor to All Might to get some to lure out All for One. So that can happen. So on the bus, Deku's sitting with Mina. They're chatting it up. Everybody's chatting it up. And before, let's rewind a little bit. Before it was time to get onto the bus, Deku's parents came back from out of town, doing what they do, being badasses. From I'm gonna say they were in Bolivia. Yes, they were sent to Bolivia to help out Nomad and his team to take down drug cartel. Yes, this works. That works for me. A little Ghost Recon in there. So, yeah. And they give him this little headset, well, sunglasses, that could be part of his hero suit. And Deku is basically always wearing his hero suit since they don't really need uniforms. They don't really care about uniforms. So Deku just adds it to his costume, what you see on screen. So just imagine this, but with and they're not like glasses, but they're like contacts. Yeah, they're contacts that allows them to sense anything in the area within a 100-mile radius. Yes. So it makes it easier for him to spot people if his sensors, if his like sixth sense doesn't kick in fast enough. So he stops, and they stop. Well, go back to the present. They stop near the cliff. Everybody gets out, and Deku senses with his little radar and his sixth sense the wild pussycats. I don't know why they named themselves that. Like, that's honestly stupid, but whatever. And he goes over to Mina and be like, "Hey, hold my hand." She's just like, "You don't have to ask me. You could just hold my hand." And Deku's just like, "No, not like that. It's for something else." She's like, "What are you talking about?" And Deku just nonchalantly just says, "One, two, three." And the Wild Pussycats come out being like, "Yo, what's up? What about Wild Pussycats?" Yeah, fall. Deku was already prepared for this, so he uses his new technique to get him and Mina down safely. And what's Grape's head name? Mineta. Yes, Mineta. Um, Mineta goes running into the forest like a dum dum and takes a piss. I'm gonna say that Deku, in like the split second when they touched the ground, he saw all of the big monsters. And so he just takes them all out with his I'm gonna say his combat MG. Yeah, his combat MG. Like his very futuristic high tech combat MG. Momo gave him some like grenades and a rocket launcher. Yes, this works. This works real good. And so, yeah, that happens. Deku teleports everybody there. They beat the time by like 30 minutes. Because, Deku doesn't just teleport himself and Mina. He teleports the entire class because he's like, if I just teleport us two, it's going to be an entire pain to explain to them why I did it. So I'm just going to take them with us. So he does. And I'm going to say that Kota is like same age as Eri. And you'll see why in short time. So yeah, that happened. And Kota wanted to punch Deku in the balls, but they're just like, yeah, no, kid. And as in like almost every other what if that people do, Deku befriends Kota, talks to him early, convinces him that, well, not convinces him, tells him the brutal truth about the world. And his aunt is just like, "Why'd you do that?" And Deku's just like, "'Cause I wanted to." "You got a problem with it? You gonna do something about it?" "Exactly. Get out my face." And so we're gonna skip to the test of courage. They end that, like, they do that sooner than later because Deku has a weird feeling about it, so they do it sooner. And so everybody's at the camp. Class 1B, they're inside doing what they do. And well then, Dabi attacks. He gets tased by Deku. And that's basically what Deku does. He basically turns into Assassin's Creed slash Ghost Recon slash Sam Fisher. He's basically all three of those people mixed into John Wick. Like, this man is basically all four of those people. He is an assassin, a Ghost Recon, Sam Fisher, and John Wick combined into one person. Like, this man is the most scariest human being you will ever meet. Like, I mean, you will ever meet. But yeah, that very, very fast. And then Deku allows himself to be captured. And he tells everybody just to, like, stay calm. I'm allowing myself to be captured. So yeah, they go to the raid arc, and Deku's just sitting there. He already undid his handcuffs, so yeah. And so Deku's just talking to Shigaraki and just like, you know, what would your grandma think of you? Like how you are now? Because right now, you kind of childish. Cause like, dude, how are you the grandson of the greatest of All Might's teachers, and here you are with like legit their arch enemy? And speak of the devil, All For One shows up early, being like, "Did someone talk about me?" And Dexter's like, "Oh, that's my cue." And I'm gonna say he has the court counseling bullets because Eri allowed him to extract some of her blood and do that. So if you can tell where I'm going with this, Deku shoots everybody in there. They all lose their quirks, even All For One. But All For One just like, I will corrupt you and give you my quirk. And so he does. And now Deku has the complete version of One For All and All For One, because it just merged inside of his body. So like, he's like basically the most strongest person in the fucking place. So yeah, all of them go to jail. They don't have their quirks anymore. And Kota ends up living with Deku and Eri in the dorms. And right away, Kota and Eri hit it off. Yeah. And Deku... Oh, well. Oh, well. See you guys in the next part. Yeah. Goodbye.